chat? Okay, good. Okay, good evening everyone. We're going to start the shiur of the Parasha Gadaev, this is Parasha, with the explanation of Rabbeinu Rav Shimshon Chaim. He's a very big scholar, very big Chacham. Basically, he promised we're going to learn his book. Hopefully, we're going to pray for him in heaven. And our wishes should come true. Okay, listen over here. Midrash Rabbah. There's a book called Midrash Rabbah. And in that book of Parashat Re'eh, he said like this. Shim'u lidivrei Torah v'hazinu lidei Torah. Listen to the Torah. Listen to the Divrei Torah, okay? And put attention with your ears also for the Divrei Torah. Listen very carefully what I'm trying to say, the Rabbi is telling over here. He's bringing this pasuk from the Parasha, from the Midrash Rabbah. Mahu va'al tikbahu al tikbahu et ha'tova milavo ba'olam ki Hashem diber. He's saying, don't try to wake up your ego. Don't try to be too smart, okay? And please, that Midrash explaining, please, what? Don't stop the blessing which Hashem sending to the world. You know what I'm saying? What did you understand? Don't stop the blessing which Hashem sending to the world. Don't stop it. I know what the question. We might say, well, how I'm stopping? That's the question? We're coming to that. We're coming to that. L'chanu diber, and he's saying the Rabbi Shimshon, where is the God told that don't pick your ego and don't stop my blessing? Where did he say that? Well, in the written in the Torah also in Tovu, in Tma'anu, Meritem, there is a Parasha Kitavo in the Chumash, if you know that. I mean, you do know that. We're reading in the Parasha, yes, Abba, which is over there, Brachot and Klalot, blessing the curses, no? So Chinese, so over there you do see that Hashem is giving us blessings, and if you will follow Hashem, if not, there's a curse definitely. What does it mean? He's trying to say, what is meaning that if you're going to listen, and you can pay attention. Amar Rabbi Elazar. Rabbi Elazar said, Asayef v'asef v'yarduk ruchim min hashamayim. Unbelievable. When the Torah comes down from the heaven, he comes down with the sword. You hear me what I'm saying? When the Torah comes down from the heaven, he comes down with the sword. Torah and sword together. They come together. אמר להם, אם תעשו מה שכתוב בספר הזה, אתם ניצולים מן הסייף. Which means, if you're going to follow what's written in the Torah, you're going to be saved from the sword. If not, not for shalom. It's emotional. אם לאו, אתם נהרגים בסייף הזה. If you're going to listen to Torah, you're going to be killed, chas v'shalom, God forbid, from the sword. And we see the generation to generation which kind of hard time the Jewish people has. It's not something secret. It's not something we don't know. We could see that. No? Guys, don't feel comfortable. I mean, since he recording here, people are really quiet, like scared to ask questions, don't ask questions. Feel so comfortable, feel so free. Also, we know the story of the Cheskel Amera. We could connect this. We had the king, the Jewish history. His name was Cheskel. Huh? No. there is the Cheskel Hanavi, there is Cheskel Hamelech, that's the king Cheskel. Okay? He also did very interesting thing. What he did, in his time, it was no army almost. Imagine yourself, in his generation, when the Jews lived at that time, generation, was no army.
Israel.
Was no army. He had a different, he was right way to doing it. He said, he had a police, let's say, policeman who take care of the place and things. He said, on every shul, put next to the door sword. It's like connected to whatever the rabbi is saying. Whoever gonna learn Torah is alive. Now we're going to kill him. We're not gonna wait until Hashem gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him. If you're gonna learn Torah. That's what he did. Everybody's scared from him. They really start to learn Torah. And it was a generation which was all the Jews, almost entirely in the world. In the Israel, everybody used to learn Torah. There was no person on the Amharic that knew Torah. Everybody was sitting and learning Torah.
Because they was forced.
And he's, okay, all right, you say it was forced. Yeah, there is a point. Okay, but listen, what was I trying to say with that? It's not good? I will say like this. It looks like not so much good. From another side, it is good. Why? I will tell you. Because you cannot never come to the fear of God by shame or by love until we're going to start at the beginning from fear. True, fear of God is very low level. But fear of God by scared, to be scared from God, that kind of fear is very low level. But to be scared from God, not because He's going to punish you, but from the shame, from His glory, that's the highest level. To that reach, you start from the scare from first, and then you're going to reach that one. So you might say He forced them by learning Torah. On the other side, through the force, they might come to the love also. They reach this level little by little. But still, in the Midrash Rabbah, it said the Torah come down with the sword. The Midrash saying the Torah come down with the sword. If we're not going to learn, we're going to be punished, God forbid. No. We continue. Also, don't forget, in time of Cheskel HaMelech, it was a big miracle. He came to the war next to the Melech Ashur. He was supposed to be Mashiach, Midrash said. He was supposed to be Mashiach.
That's good.
Yes. He was supposed to be Mashiach. Only because he didn't sing the song for the miracle what was, it gets stopped. But Hashem make a miracle to him. Millions and millions nations, when they came to the war with Israel, they died by the angel of Gabriel. He came down and knocked them down. You know the story. I don't want right now to speak with the story of this to take a time, but you know the story, no?
It was without fighting people?
Yeah, what he did, if you want to know the story, I will make a shortcut. What he did, they sent people by saying, we're coming. You see, this was a king by name Melech Ashur, king of Ashur. He almost conquered the entire universe.
Sancheriv.
So it came,
Sancheriv.
Sancheriv, Ashur. So he came to the Israel. It was last place he came. They said, if you conquer this place, that's it. You are the king of the entire universe. Yeah. So he saw Israel, he laughed. He laughed. What is it? Entire Israel like entire New Jersey. You know that. All Israel is like all New Jersey. That's it. Major towards Israel.
Is that was bigger than Israel?
No.
From Ifrat?
Okay, listen. No, that's what. How much bigger is it? It's not small. So when he saw that, he said, "What is this? I'm gonna knock in 1 second." So we sent people send them, be ready for the war. So his people said to Yechezkel, "Okay, put your head down." By saying, "Okay, pick up the white flag. Say we give up. That's it. Huh? Yeah, we give up. Say we cannot. That's it." He said, "No, I should not do that." They said they didn't have even 10 people to ride on the horses to fight. Even not 10 people they had. And it's also the story that the one said that's different things. The short story. It was in Passover. Yechezkel go up to the roof. He did in Passover and he prayed to Hashem. He said, "Hashem, I don't want army, but I have army of learning Torah. You see, entire Israel learning Torah. You said whoever learn Torah, the sword will not pass your country. I did my job, you do your job. In the end, Hashem said to the angel Gabriel, go and say Nakal all of them. And that night, millions and millions of people died. Who left? This is Sancherib, I think. He left, and his 2 boys. Yeah, that's all. 3 people left, and all ran away. And the end, his killed kids, killed their own father. It's a long story, no? Yeah. So, it's a miracle. I mean, you see billions and millions armies were surrounding the Israel. Without the war, they died. He was supposed to be Mashiach, just to say some, like Moshe Rabbeinu did with as the Shimshon of Israel. We don't know the detail, but it's just example with this sword, what else the Rav Shimshon said, but the Torah came out with to the Midrash. The Torah came out with the sword, so he said, you're going to learn, you'll be safe. You're not? Not. I will explain to you. I will explain to you more in the detail right now why it's like that also. I will explain to you. כך אמר גשבון ישראל, that's what God said to the Jews. אם עשיתם רצוני היטב, הרי טוב. If you will do my will, it's going to be good. It's going to be a blessing. ואם לאו, if you're not going to do my will, it will be cursed. צריך עיון. He's saying, Rabbi Shimshon, he's saying, we have to look deep in this case. What is this what's going on over here? What does it mean? מה הקשר? So what's so hard? Why Hashem bringing that kind of thing? מה הקשר? כאמר, מהו אם תוהו הלא הוא תנאי פשוט? למה שאל מהו אם תוהו ולא שאל מהו אם תמענו ומריתם? ועוד תהיה לו לומר הרי הקללה ודומיה את היתו הברכה. Before I can explain that, I want to say something. You know, I mentioned this many years ago. I think to mention this also, it's good. With this together. There is a pasuk in the Torah with the sages, it says like this. Hashem said, I mean, you listen to me and you tell me, if you remember I said that, or you have a question on that, he said like this. He said, there's three sins, is very bad ones. Very bad. Which one is? One of them is the idol worshippers. I mean, you know, it's a very bad sin, no? Idol worship. One is idol worship. One is this Gilui Arayot, which is adultery. You know what I mean? The women and stuff to have a relationship, not with your wife, but different women. So I say all those kind of things. This is very bad sin. And another bad sin is this, is to kill somebody, that's what it is. Understand? This is three bad, very heavy, a very heavy sin is this. Coming Torah, if you remember what I said once, I want to tell you, I want to just think if you remember. Is the Torah said, I'm going to find it, also interesting. I'm going to find a way, are you already getting it? He said, I will find a way to forgive you. It's going to be just go by yourself. If you're going to say, I'm sorry. No. I will find a way to forgive you. I will find a way to forgive you, to fix you, that even you fail in that kind of sin. But, if you now learn Torah, I cannot forgive you. Does that make sense to you? Huh? Yes? Why? I mean, first time, I don't know if you feel uncomfortable, that if you want to say something, and it's interesting to us to know. Why? And how come we, first of all, one side doesn't make sense. I didn't study, it looked like I didn't do anything, don't I? I didn't learn Torah, I closed the book, I'm speaking with him about the sport or business, whatever. And how come Hashem said, if I'm not learning Torah, it's worse than killing and then idol worshippers and then adultery. How is it possible? Okay, Gabriel, I think he knows. He was laughing. I think you remember already.
I know that, but
Maybe because you learn more what's good, what's not good. Maybe that's why.
It's good to you saying you're giving a point. Yeah, read first. Of course you're gonna know. Rabbi Asher. What? I mentioned this a couple of times. Levi. see,
Energy of Torah
when I
will
say to you guys, it's not enough. You have to study and over and over. That's the way it goes. If you're not gonna come over and over by studying, you're not gonna remember. Abba, Amar Rabbi Abba, Zora Kadosh, B'chavod. What's the problem? Why it's so bad not learning Torah? Why it's worse than idol worshippers and the adulteries and the killing? Why? Hashem said even those things I'm gonna find to make. You're gonna make tshuva. I'm gonna help you. Doesn't matter. Somehow I'm gonna find a way to fix the sin. But if not learning, I cannot. But not learning, there's no forgiveness. Why? Guys, no, it's really. It's not my word, but it was sages. It said over there in the Pirkei Avot. He said, "I'm not going to forgive you if you're not going to learn Torah." People living the real reality and deals with the why. Nobody gonna add anything? Huh?
There's one also.
Give me some clues to that. You said something while you're learning. You say you're gonna know what's right, what's bad, what's wrong, what's this. It's good, but still, if I didn't learn, okay, you want to tell me the answer? Are you gonna? Okay, I'm gonna give you a little more clues to him. Look over here. Basically, chas v'shalom. I say chas v'shalom because we have to always turn to the good side. God forbid, chas v'shalom. If I'm not learning Torah, let's say you have a time to learn Torah. So you don't have. If you go to Parasha, you have to support your family. I mean, you're not going to steal, you know. You're going to work honest way. You're bringing money to feed your family. You finish everything. You have an empty time. You're not learning Torah. Sages say in that time you learn Torah, you consider a killer, you consider an idol worshiper, and you consider an adultery person. By not learning. How is possible? If Bukhari gonna hear that, say Achsros. How is possible? I will tell you how. You see? You don't remember?
I'm just guessing. It's maybe since you're not learning Torah, maybe the empty time will take you to do shtuyot, and then you're gonna end up doing.
That's also something. It's exactly what the Haran said. You could learn, or you saying by not doing, it's gonna lead you to that thing. That's true. So you're coming close. It is. But what's the base thing? I will tell you what the base. You see, there's the energies in the world. I mean, Kabbalah and Zohar Kadosh explaining a lot on that. Now, those energies have to be balanced. You understand? And there is no balance. There is no balance only through the Torah. There is no balance. There is no balance only through the Torah. You understand what I'm saying to you?
There's no balance if you.
There is no balance only through the Torah. Through this. Look.
Torah is neutral.
Look. I mean,
Neutral.
Yeah, Torah is the neutral, exactly.
Neutral.
Look, before Torah, if you're gonna look the history of the world, the history, how the Greeks live, how the Greeks used to live, how the Romans used to live. They used to live like animals. You know the story a little bit, no? They used to live like animals. They had the crazy laws. They used to do stuff that doesn't make sense. I don't want to just say here. It's crazy teachers to do it. And there's no Va'amorah. I mean, before Torah, the world was like a jungle. I mean, there is no rule. I mean, it was crazy. Through the Torah, come out entire right way of living. Through the Torah, start everything good right of living. Before that, it was incredible. Now, what's happening? When you not learn, basically, you're letting those energies, those energies to come down and do what? To force people, that energy himself, to force people to kill, to make idol worshippers, to adult, that, you know what I'm saying to you? That energy by himself. So when you learn, you doesn't, not totally, but somehow how much you could, you fixing, you're not letting those energy, basically you fixing those energies to turn to be a nice, normal person. So what's happening when you not learn? Automatically, somebody already. When you have a time, you know what? It's like Sage just said. When you learn, sometimes in different place, somebody want to do something bad. Since you learn, he might not do that. You might connect with him through different perspective. I don't want to go down the explanation. You might stop him, but let's say you didn't learn, you left, and you could learn, so you let him to do the thing you was not supposed to do. So because of that, you being
Responsible.
responsible for that person, and you will pay, God forbid, whatever you do also. So coming Torah is saying, because I could forgive you those things, but not Lord, I cannot forgive you. Because you had an opportunity to stop those negativities by learning. You know, there's a book, Rabbi Chaim Volozhin, there's the Nefesh HaChaim by the Gaon de Vilna. He wrote this book. It's a very nice book. And I don't know if they translate in English today.
It's a student.
It's very good, huh?
That's his student, right?
Rabbi Chaim Volozhin is a student. And you know what he said? So interesting. He said, look over here. Look. I want you to understand what is the Jews about. He said like this. He said over there, the Titus Sarasha. No, it's Titus. No, it's Titus Sarasha? Who destroyed the temple?
Roman
the Mikdash,
emperor. Roman emperor.
Yeah, Roman emperor. He destroyed the Beit HaMikdash. He go inside the place of. Huh? Is also.
The fire was
Also.
inside his
Huh?
brain, right? The fire.
Yeah.
It wasn't Roman, it was Babylonian.
There's many things, many countries. But Titus Sarasha, okay, here Rabbi Chaim Volozhin bringing him. It's not going to be somewhere else also. So Titus Sarasha, whatever he did, he go inside Kodesh Kodashim, he brought a woman inside, and he slept with her inside, and he ripped the parchment of Sefer Torah. It's bad stuff, a lot of stuff he did. The whole point is, what I'm trying to say, Rabbi Chaim Volozhin said, that Titus Sarasha didn't do anything. You're going to say, what do you mean? He destroyed the entire level. It is doing anything. But he didn't do anything. So Rabbi Chaim Volozhin said, the evil thought of the Jew, it's worse than whatever Titus Sarasha did with the Beit HaMikdash. You know, getting what I'm saying? Why not? Why not?
Evil what?
The evil thought of the Jew, yeah,
Like
it's worse than the Titus what did in the Beit HaMikdash.
Basically,
Why? It's not.
How's possible?
How is possible? After all, it is possible. Let me tell you something. I know, I will explain to you. But there's something. The Jew is neshama is very high level. The Jew is neshama is very high level. It's called the Zohar HaKadosh from Olam Atzilut. You know, Atzilut is very high level. The Goyim, the nation, the neshama from the Asiyah, from the very low level, low. So basically, the world, which called Atzilut, does the everything job in the universe, not the Asiyah. I know it's very hard to grasp that. What's happening over here, when the Jew, thinking evil stuff, it's a cause what's happening bad stuff in the world. The Jew have to be special. The Jew have to be like an angel. The Jew have to be something unique in the world. Understand? So you might say, I know what you think right now. Listen, Rabbi, I'm not an angel.
This is only one way
Huh?
like this.
Nah, yes or not? I'm not an angel. Nobody's angel. I'm also not an angel. Possible also to me, my thoughts. So what's going on? So who I am? What's what I'm doing it? But thank you. That's deal with our learning and our praying of every day. That's the reason you see everything connected, guys. Everything connected. How much we learn Torah is not enough. That's the reason that the Rabbeinu Rashash HaKadosh, you know Rashash? I mean, you hold on. Harav Shalom Sharabi. When you say Kiryat Shema ala Mitzvah, when you're sleeping, yeah, in the end, you don't have any other sleep. Only the other Kodesh they have. The other books. So over there, accept upon yourself 4 cardinals punishments. And before you go to sleep. You understand what I'm saying to you? Accept in your mind. Like a picture in your mind, 4 cardinal sins.
Right after Shema, right?
Yeah, Kashma. You know what I'm saying? I will explain to you. We're going to go
That's-
more deep. We're not going to go. We're going to go inside more and more. Look. Whoever didn't say Kriyat Shema, if you miss one day Kriyat Shema, your punishment death by stoning. It's hard to understand, but try to understand what I'm saying right now. One day, you miss say Kriyat Shema. You didn't say Kriyat Shema the one day. Your punishment is death by stoning. It's called skila. One day you miss put tefillin on. One day you miss put tefillin on. Your punishment is burning in the fire. Not burning in the fire like a goyim doing like that. They're giving you
Hot lead and they pour it down
hot
your
lead,
mouth.
and you have to basically burning from inside.
Горячий свинец с горла.
Correct that. That's the punishment. One day of missing, putting tefillin on. One day you miss, put talit on, talit. Punishment is to chop off the head, God forbid. It's incredible. We think Torah is a joke. Play around. Miss over here, miss over there. Not learning Torah, not anything. One day missing or praying, the punishment is the hanging. You might say, huh?
Strangulation, not hang. They don't hang you on a tree. Two guys take a rope.
Okay, I said it. Okay, I see easy way. Come on, we're not gonna know all the details. Like, let them understand what's going on here. You understand to you? One day we see praying. Now, what's happening? Basically, the Zohar Kadosh said, yeah, the Zohar Kadosh said, since we're in exile right now, yeah, we're in exile, no? We're in exile. We're in the Galut, no? So since we're in exile, so much more punishments. There are different ways, which means Hashem won. Hashem won your heart. Hashem won your thought. Hashem won your clean mind. What Hashem won? Zohar Kadosh said, when you picturing those punishments in your mind, it's like it did happen. It's not necessary to be in physical happen. You get what I'm saying? You understand it? While you picture this in your mind, they're considering to you that it was like a real way you did it. And that this will also you cleaning your sin. But you might ask, like a joke at something, no? It could be like a joke or not? Why not?
Learning you say, what you say, what you learn.
It's not look like a. Now I will tell you why.
Sounds like really like
Seriously, very seriously. I will tell you why I say that, because it's very carefully that we also have a mitzvah called Kiddush Hashem. You know that. I know that we have a mitzvah. Goyim doesn't have that. The Jews have that. It's called Kiddush Hashem. That's Kiddush Hashem. Well, again, we're not going to go into that detail, but if the Goy telling you, I want you convert, and he's religious, and you're saying, I'm not, he's saying, if you're not going to kill you, you should be ready.
kill first, no?
Huh?
Kill him first. It makes sense, no?
Knock him out.
Huh?
Knock him
Kill?
out.
Why? If he wants to.
But if you die, it's Kiddush Hashem.
If you could kill him, it would be a different story. Yeah, possibility, going to kill you. But let's say you cannot. Let's say it's in the public, it's 100,000 people, you cannot do it, then what? You're gonna say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna be idol worshiper, God forbid, but to stay alive, you cannot do that. That's called Chilul Hashem. You're sacrificing yourself. So, since the Jews' soul is ready to sacrifice in love Hashem, so Zohar Kadosh said, when you picture this in your mind, yeah, Hashem consider that really you're sacrificing yourself to Him, and your sins getting clean. But you have to be careful that work on yourself, that you're really close to Hashem, that if, God forbid, can account in this kind of test, you're ready for it. Anyway, let's say somebody had this test and he didn't do what was right thing supposed to be done, he get punished anyway. Because of that. So the whole point is why I'm saying to you that. Really, to tell you the truth, what I was writing, what I was writing, hopefully the Shashi will help me to finish that. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is like this. We really not necessary to pass someone exile, so many years of exile while passing. We was not supposed to, really not necessary so much. It's really our fault. It's really our fault. Why? Because it's called in Lashon Kodesh, Me'ayin Nukvi. Me'ayin Nukvi, it's a man. Man, it's to raise up your prayers in heaven. It's really explaining in the Torah how to do that. We doesn't do that. I know you didn't understand me. You didn't understand me right now, but I can give you more explanation. We're not enough connecting ourselves to Hashem. We are not. We come into shul. We're not connecting to Chazan. We're not connecting to Baruch Shmomen. We're not connecting to Amenish Verabah. We're not connecting to Kadosh Kadosh. We're not connecting to the prayers. We're not connecting to Baruch Shmomen. We're not connecting ourselves. We're coming to show our mind different place. We just see and we're waiting everything is finished fasting going on the soul. We doesn't do proper job the way it's supposed to be. No, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai said by himself. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai by himself said, if the Jews in that time of Beit HaMikdash was not stopping the kavanot, the connection in the prayers. The connection in the prayers, which in Beit HaMikdash, time of Korbanot, time of this, Beit HaMikdash will not supposed to destroy. It will be not destroyed. And some say it will be not destroyed. He get destroyed when? When they stop to do that. When they stop making connections. They did, huh? Yeah, they did, but it was not really it was supposed to be done. Understand? You know, people say Shema Yisrael. You don't know, people it doesn't know what Shema Yisrael. You have to know what is Shema Yisrael. You have to know the words at least. 4 corners, 7 head. Adonai Kol Yehovah, something. People don't know how to read. People, in which generation we are? The freedom of the freedom, don't we? You could sit alone 24 hours a day. Who holding you? You know what? Shiur was supposed to give Shalom. Shalom, okay, he's always giving. I used to give in the lady house. Now I'm giving sometime here. He's tired. Basically, he doesn't call to nobody. I do call. Because I want people come. I call maybe 20 people. Look, only 4 or 5 people. Where's the others? Everybody has excuse. I'm busy. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to do this. I have to do that. Guys, do you realize what we're doing here? Do you realize how much our responsibility to knock out all the negativity and we don't do that? That's the way. The Torah come out with the sword. What do you mean? I'm not kidding. The Torah come out with the sword. So it's Osman, no?
We need him back.
I like that deal. We really need him back. We really need him back. He's right. He's right. We need him back. He didn't play around a lot. He said, okay, take the soldiers, every shoe, 3-4 soldiers. Put sword on top of the door. Say, you're not going to come to shoot to praise the Baruch Hashem on the way. You go inside, you're coming out. You come out, you're dead. You have to learn. I'm not going to play around. And he did whatever he did. Today, my father used to tell me that his older brother, my grandfather, paid money with a coin of gold to teach him Aleph Bet. Pay with the coin gold to teach him Aleph Bet. Today I'm paying to you, come to you don't want to come. But come on, I mean, it's crazy. No? Huh? It's crazy. What is going on? What's going on? That's the problem. Re'eh, what? See. The Torah said, who is the smart? Who see future. When is the future? I'm not a prophet. You don't need to be prophet to see future. You don't need to be prophet to see future. You could see your own future in your life too. You don't need to see for 100 years. Even now what's going on? How you leading your life, your family? You could see already the result what you're doing here. How you with your family? How you raising them? How you giving them chinuch? You know what I'm saying? It's in your hands. We continue. A little bit more. We continue. I don't know Midrash. Al pasuk mi kadmeni v'shalem. There's a pasuk said, who could come, who could come first or before me? Hashem is saying that I'm gonna give him a reward. You're gonna say, what does it mean about that? I'll explain. כלום עשה אדם מעקה, אלא אם כן נתתי לו עליה. It's possible. Not מעקה. How do you say מעקה in English?
Okay.
מעקה. Okay, forget about it. עשה לפני מזוזה. אם נתן לו בית, it's possible that you're going to do mezuzah, mitzvah mezuzah at the house, and you don't have a house? Possible? It's possible? Amo, it's possible? You didn't listen to me. Go home, please. It's possible or not? Could you make mitzvah mezuzah without a house? I said to think, which means, any mitzvah you do, first I have to give it to you, no? I'm going to give you a house, then you're going to do mezuzah. Ma'akeh is also fixing the roof, I think. Yeah? I don't understand English. Anyway, so talit, when I'm going to give you money, you're going to buy it, then you're going to do it, otherwise you cannot do it. נמצא שקדוש ברוך הוא התחיל נותן הטוב ואחר כך אם יזכה יתוסף להם הברכה ואם לאו יעבדו אותו חס ושלום. Look over here, it's a beautiful thing. It's really a big lesson to us. Very big lesson. Hashem saying, Hashem said, I am giving you first the bracha, the reward, the good. Then you have to do the mitzvah, and that mitzvah gonna have bracha. But if you're not gonna do the bracha of that mitzvah, you could lose that. You didn't get the point. You understand? You understand, guys? You didn't understand? Huh? You understand? You understand or not? I can say again. First, Hashem give you the good. First, Hashem giving you the good. What good? Let's say giving you $1 million. Good or bad? Good, no? Koshket, you're good. Let's say give you $1 million. Now, what are you going to do with $1 million? Let's say you buy a house. Yeah? Let's say you buy a house.
It's not enough today.
So you go to New Jersey, you're going to find out $400,000 with a house.
Who wants to go Jersey?
So let's say you buy the house, and this $1 million, now you do mitzvah, what? Mezuzah. Yeah? Now, that called good, that $1 million called good. Good. Now, you have to make bracha on that. What the bracha? The bracha not only put the mezuzah in that seed. It's not only, okay, you made the mezuzah, that's it, your job finished. It's not enough. You have to keep that house with the bracha. And how are you going to keep? By learning Torah at the house, by doing shalom bayit at the house, by eating kosher at the house,
Inviting guests.
by you live with your wife with the priest at the house, by bringing a guest at the house. You understand what I'm saying to you? Then he's saying, if you're not gonna do the right thing, the Torah teaching you, the bracha for the good, I give it to you, I might take it. Now you get the point? שמתחילה בא לעולם בחסדו הגדול, בלי שום זכות. First coming that good without doing anything. Because the good, Hashem was creation, just give it to the people that they should feel good. Just give it to them. Just give it to them. The whole point when we receive what we did with that. The whole point when this comes to us, what we did with that. לכן אמר, שמעו לדברי תורה, ואזינו לדברי תורה. כלומר, למדו התורה, ושמעו זאת. When you learn Torah, the good coming. That you're trying to say. When you learn Torah, the good coming. Now, when the good coming, the question is how you going to keep it? How are you going to keep it? You understand? You understand? ושוב זאת, ואל תגמרו את הטובה מלבוא לעולם. And he's saying, אל שתהיו גורמים שאותו הטוב שיהיה כשברוך הוא נותן לעולם חסדו הגדול הבית ותעלית בני זכרים ושלאותם אוהבים ותקימו מלבוא בריתו שאין אתם מקיימים מצוותיו. He's saying please. He's saying please. What please? Don't stop that good not to come. What does it mean? Come. Jak się to gazał w lisę.
Do it what you need to do, not to stop listening.
How?
Studying Torah.
Learning Torah for
Keep studying Torah. That's it. What else?
and do other mitzvot, you know, Shabbat, kosher, Shabbat.
Well, it's already inside. Everything is inside.
He's saying, if you're going to learn Torah, I'm saying the good, just don't stop it. How are you going to stop that? By not learning Torah, by not studying, by not trying to put your time in it. Guys, I told you, Balatanya, he said, if you have 5 minutes of learning Torah, if you're wasting your time, if you are abusing Hashem, you're abusing the God, you're abusing that energy that Hashem gave at the present. You understand what I'm saying to you? So much important that your time should not go for no reason, for no nothing, for just like that. You might say, we're not on that level. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. You're not on that level. But at least, when I gonna have that kind of wish, that what? That Wednesday, you're gonna come without I'm calling you. When? I know, if not I'm gonna call you, you're not gonna come. Even this 6 5 okay, this new one. You come work more than all that with us. You will not come. You have to be in that level already to come yourself. You know? Do you know who knows real level of learning Torah? I don't know what you say. There's many of them. Example I'm saying. I'm going to give you an explanation. I don't know what you say. How? His son getting married. I mean, his older son, but he's many kids have. His son getting married. He came, he made the chuppah, and he left. They said, hello, Kowadara, what are you doing here? Okay, he made the chuppah, 2 minutes, his son. What are you doing? Let's dance. He's saying there is many guys who's going to make him simcha and his wedding. I don't have a time, I have to study. Can you imagine yourself? He said, I don't have a time, I have to study Torah. And he studied 24/7. And he already finished the book maybe 1,000,000 times. Forward and back. He said, I made a chuppah, the mitzvah, that's it. I think the guys gonna run, down. That's it. I don't have my time. I'm going to learn. You see what it is? This is what the person is about, huh? We have to, okay, we're not on the level, but you have to pray, you have to ask to reach that level. You know what I'm saying? So how are you going to reach this? You cannot reach this at one time. It's impossible. I will tell you how to reach. Start from Aleph. How do you start from Aleph? You say to yourself, I'm a word. Every Wednesday I have to come. I don't need phone calls. I'm going to be here no matter what. Once a week, no matter what. This is how it's supposed to be done. This is supposed to be done. כי השם דיבר אחד דיבר על דוד ושומתו, אוקיי. לפי המשפט כתוב נראה ההפך, משהו משום שעה שנקרא יבעיה. גרס. אוקיי, זה לא מסוג אם דורש מעטש מה שעד שהיו צדיקים, הקדוש ברוך הוא אינו נותן להם הטובה. So bring over here, הרב שמשון חיים say like this. We could understand also another way. We could understand the Torah another way. That's what? Since the Torah said, if you're going to listen to me, I'm going to give you the bracha, yeah? That's what he said. If you listen to me, if you learn Torah, the bracha. It look like you have to be tzaddik. If you listen to me, you should be tzaddik already, no? That look like, no? No?
Listening to the God means keep everything.
Yeah, so he said over here, Arav Shimshon saying, it look like you have to be already keeping everything, you're already tzaddik, big tzaddik. Now I'm going to give you the bracha. Otherwise, and before you say I can't give it to you, it look like. V'teretz הסייף והספר. שאם תעשו מה שכתוב בספר, אתם ניצולים. ואתה יש ספר, ובתוכו מצוות מעקה, מצוות נפרד, שוקה הטובה תהיה לעולם. ומזה לא דבר הכתוב, רק הטובה שבא, לאחר הקיום מצוות. He said no. He said sins. He said sins. The Torah come down with the sword. Yeah? Inside the Torah, you already have all the good stuff too. The sword is, if you're not going to listen to him, so the good coming already by himself, even you're not tzaddik. Even you're not tzaddik, the good already coming down, because the Torah already come down. So it's the point to you, how you going to connect yourself to the Torah to take this good and go in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? ואחרי סיים דברי הרי הטוב והברכה. הטוב שקודם לקיים מצווה והברכה, הבאה לאחר קיום מצווה. אם לאו, הרי כלל החס שלום. Which means, coming the good, you take it and you following the Torah. Then it's going to be bracha. The Torah is good. You take the good. It comes to you. You make the mitzvah of that good, then Hashem give you bracha. But when you take that good, how is possible take the good and not make bracha? Possible or not? How do you think? It is possible. To get, Hashem send you a wife. Hashem send you a wife. It's good, not good? Of course good. Of course good. Hashem send you, but it's good. Now you know what? You're saying, I don't want you to go to mikveh. I don't want you to go to mikveh. What is this? That good, you're not doing bracha. And that good, you don't do the bracha. Then Hashem might take that. You getting the point right now?
She doesn't go to mikvah.
Listen, I'm just telling you in general. Try to understand what I'm saying to you. Yeah, it's really, it's look like, if she doesn't go to mikveh, it's Hashem like, might take him that good, give it coming there. Because you're not doing bracha in that good. Hashem give you $500,000. You know what? You take this $500,000 and you try to go make a normal business, you get partner, a stealer guy, who's doing always combino, and you're making a business in a crooked way. It's not bracha. It's not bracha. You see, it's another side of learning where it's bracha too. I was also thinking about that. You might also ask me, I know many people doing all the bad stuff and everything good going, and everything perfect, everything fixed. It's not bracha either. Because whatever we think, that any person, you should know one thing, any person you see is very successful, but not following Hashem, it's not bracha. It's not bracha. Our eyes see, it's like, wow, look how he's successful. Wow, look how everything perfect. Wow, look how everything going good. It's not bracha. He's finishing his life totally. He might destroy his soul so badly, he might not have anything. When he dies, his soul dies together. You know what I'm saying to you? So there's many cases, could be, many explanations could be, I'm not going to run into, but when the Torah whatever is said, there is explanation to understand the right direction. And don't think in 1 second, if you're going to say, you don't need to do exactly what Torah says, I could do also my way too. You should not think about that. בלי דרך הנתרץ קשה לעולם למה אמר הכתוב אם ברכה אשר תשמעו. היה לו לומר אם תשמעו דומיה את הכללה אם לא תשמעו. לפי דווקא תשפר אני מקדים הברכה את הטוב דהיינו תעלית טוב. ולמען תוכלו לשמוע לקיים מצוות. והטעם שאמר ראה בלשון יחיד על כאן אתה לפני לשון רבים יש לומר דברים על הגמרא והציבור שעלו בסער עלינו האדם ילך לביתי ושלום הולך נפשי. טוב, I'm gonna finish with this. He said like this. When he said word re'eh, yeah, he's speaking to the one person. The word re'eh doesn't speak with the majority. And you want to say the majority, you have to say re'u, all of you know. But it's like of the one person, re'eh. Like specific, he's talking in the individual for every single person, re'eh. Why is like that? So we said, explain it was like here, like this over here. That we Jews, somehow, we cannot say, I only live for myself. We cannot say we live only for myself. We're living all of us together. Understand? You see, I was learning, we right now are learning Torah, yeah? I could learn Torah at home. I was learning myself at home. It's just, Rabbi Shalom couldn't give shiur. So I said I'm gonna decide to study over there. My side gonna study over here. I could say I don't wanna too, you know what I mean? So not the way it doesn't go that way. So somehow all of us connect together. You understand? All connected. So besides that, when he told me he cannot do it, I was sitting 1 hour, maybe hour and a half even. Maybe hour and a half, sitting and calling one by one. I want to make sure you come. You only should. There's not 10 people supposed to come. They said they were going to come. Only 4 or 5 people cannot come. They didn't come. And you should know one thing, guys. It's true. Somebody had the opportunity to come. Didn't came. You take his reward. It's Allah, by the way. You know that? You know what I'm saying? Let's say over here after getting down 100 people. Yeah? Only 5 people. And they had the opportunity to come, he didn't came. We didn't talk about could not came. Cannot. Let's say he could. He said, okay, it's okay, I don't mess up. You're taking his reward. Because when he listens, he's also taking reward listening Torah. Guys, I'm telling you, Torah, it's everything. And made with the calculation, everything comes with the. When it comes time, I'm going to say everything was right, what's wrong, what's happened. I'm trying to show here, we're all of us connected, which means we have responsibility. If you're, I want to get married, I want to somebody else get healed, I want to this one to be this one, I want to pray. Somebody told me he doesn't feel good, I pray. We have a responsibility to each other. We cannot say Shalom Aleich Nafshi. Only I have to take care of myself, and I don't care about nobody else. We cannot say that. Understand? We have to all of us together. So Re'eh is trying to say, when you see the truth, when you see the right thing, make sure teach also others to see right thing the way you see. Explain, teach them that they should also have a success in their life. Whatever we say, should bracha to all Israel, to all of the Hashem, and we see Masler, the whole Rakhine, no,